All right. What is going on, everybody? This is our end of the year. It is the end of the year. It is actually snowing outside, so that's fairly nice, actually, because it has not been very wintry around these parts for a while. But yeah, Chronicles is ready to end the season, so ready to hang out with everybody. Pink, what's up? How you been?
Good. I just got off work. I'm panic packing to go to the Classic, so that's how that's going. But yeah, things are going good. But we're leaving in the morning, so I'm just like making sure I got everything here, which I really don't need anything. But for whatever reason, you know how packing goes. So
right,
yeah,
gonna be a good time though.
I think so. Should be fun. So we're gonna be down there basically from tomorrow till Monday.
What time are you flying out?
6:40 a.m. So yeah, gonna be an early one.
So you get to get to the airport super early.
Yes. So not exactly looking forward to that. We'll probably just zonk out on the plane or whatever. But because you have to actually fly to Nashville first and then Nashville to Knoxville.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I suppose the Knoxville airport isn't that big.
I'm sure there's some places that do like direct or whatever, but ours was not.
Gotcha. Well, cool. Waldo, what's up with you? What have you had going on?
Full-time dad mode. We had our guide trip. That was pretty fun.
Yeah,
we can talk about that in a bit.
Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, besides that, not much at all. Just waiting for open water.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
as is a lot of people. But yeah, Griff, what about you? You were on a bender ice fishing for a while. You have been ice fishing a lot.
Yeah, I had a long stretch of guide trips, and I try to minimize my time, so I try to get all my guide trips within like a week or two now during the ice. And yeah, it was grueling, but it was fun. And now we're done, so I'm waiting for the water to open up. So
Is there much open water by you in the metro, or not really, or down in the cities? Is anything opening up?
Just the river.
Yeah, and the landings, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the ice is fine. If you could get out to the ice, you're good. It's just, you know, the landings because of the salt and the traffic and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, the ice is good.
Understandable. Yeah, I drove down. I had to go drive around the cities today, run a bunch of errands. I drove over to Minnesota, and it was, raging. I was like, it's not high, but it's flowing very fast. I was like,
there's a huge ice dam in Chaska on it right now.
Oh, I didn't. Did I ever go through over Chaska today? No, I didn't. I drove the 41. Back. I went the back Shakopee way.
Yeah, 41 has a huge ice dam over it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was on
it, but like on
the river in a kayak this weekend, and like there was still, other than the main river channel, there's plenty of ice down that way.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It should. Well, I guess we're cooling down here a little bit, but yeah, man. So it looks like it might be coming to an end sometime in the next couple of weeks. But I know plenty of people in way up north. There is still a ton of ice up in like Otter Tail County, up north in Bemidji, northern Wisconsin, Canada, you name it. There's people still using extensions right now. It just seems like these days the dramatic line is like St. Cloud and south. It gets warm, and it gets really warm. But yeah, now we're starting to get a bunch of people showing up. So yeah, what's up, everybody? If you got any questions from the year, we're here to answer them. Yeah, end of the season live stream. We've kind of done these every year just to chat with the fans, answer some questions, tell some behind the scenes stories if anyone's got them. And yeah, that's kind of the agenda tonight. I don't think anybody's really got anything in particular we're really planning on hitting that much, but yeah. I'll just
hopefully we get a couple questions then.
Yeah. All right. So we got people popping in. Gonna be great. Late like usual. That was actually, we were Pink, will you hand up? Take responsibility for that one? Because the rest of us were here.
I logged on right at 7. When did you want me here? When it starts at 7?
What's up, Justin? Justin, we had a good time with Justin this year out on his trip. What's going on? Thank you, Luke. And Griff, you said kind of how the landings are, but most of them kind of toast around the metro from what you've seen, or what's going on?
Yeah, because we got all that rain, and then it started to flood the landings, and we're getting a lot of heaves at the landings too. So with that heat, it seems like they kind of started sinking. So you might be able to access in other places, but the landings, they're pretty much shot.
Yeah. And I think up by me, so I'm a bit more up by St. Cloud now these days. I think there's a little bit more variance up by me. Like if they're not on the north side, you can probably get around and do some stuff. I've seen some very dark ice lately though, but yeah, you can definitely still get out in certain areas. Bernie's here. What up, Bernie? Nice to see you, man. Thanks for all the support all the years. Griff, Brad, I think went on a guide trip with you in January with long poles.
Yep. Long rods.
You want to explain to people what long rod fishing is? Because we can talk about that real quick. We did that on our guide trip on Sunday with Joe for our Chronicle experience. So this is kind of long rod season.
Yeah. So this is something I learned back from fishing like ice fishing tournaments in the NAFC. There was guys from, I believe they were from Indiana, but they used to have these rods and they had no guides on them. The line went straight through the middle of the rod, came out. There was just a spring bobber. They would set 4 or 5 feet of line and lock the reel and fish with that. And they're totally glass rods, so they just have a huge bend in them. And you just use the rod as your drag. Well, so we have these rods. So we've been using these rods with clients lately, and I did it with Brad and I think there was 3 other guys with him. And yeah, we had a good time, and we were catching them with no graphs. You can use a graph, but a lot of times once you figure out where they are in the water column, you can kind of just stay in that area and catch those fish with the long rod.
Yeah, it's super fun. I haven't done it very much, and we got to do it a lot on Sunday. It is a blast.
You just got to be quick on the trigger if you hook something good.
Yeah, it was funny watching, me and Waldo were watching Bart, and Waldo's like, I think he really likes this. You know, and he only caught like 1 or 2 fish on it at that time. And by the end of the day, Bart probably caught, I don't know, 20, maybe more.
You just walk around, you just dip it down, something bites quick. No, move on.
Right.
It's fun.
It was a good time.
And you just wrench them out. It's kind of like flipping milfoil. You just, but if you hook anything big, you like go to wrench and it pulls back.
You got to flick that trigger quick.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Justin wants to know, how fast does it take for Griff to fall asleep during frozen kitchen segments? Pink, you have a front row seat to that typically. I'm normally facing you. So what is the ETA you would say these days?
Dude, I don't even know. You just notice it. So I don't know. It probably depends what the arsenal of Coors Light's looking like at that time.
It does help.
Yeah, typically. You guys ever come out with an exclusive line of drop kicks? Actually, not that one. Probably they have a pretty thorough lineup of colors of drop kicks, and if you guys have been watching for a long time, we tend to just use black and white, maybe a couple other colors on occasion, but they got everything we need. So, yeah,
maybe some other baits though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe some other baits. What do you guys want to see some exclusive colors in or anything like that? Comment that below. Let us know what's up. I think Fred actually won your trip this year, Pink, or your experience for the cooking. I think Fred is our Florida man.
Nice. Yeah, we'll dial that in if this is our guy for sure. But yes, I like where your head's at here with this crappie ravioli. I've been playing around with some stuff like that, but I've been trying to cut back on the pasta a little bit, so I haven't been making that much stuff like that. But that sounds gas right there. I'd probably mess around with something like that. But yes, I think ravioli's killer always.
Where was your last trip supposed to be when you had to switch plans last minute? Waldo, you can let people know that because I don't know if we're ever gonna make it work, to be honest.
Yeah, we were gonna go down to Nebraska and fish the Sandhill Lakes. Big bluegills, big crappies, shallow water. That's actually a area where long rods would probably be pretty good. But yeah, it's just a very slough prairie-like area. It's just there's a lot of hills and tons of mule deer. It's just a really cool place.
Very
Yes.
warm though.
Very
It was
warm.
very warm
Yeah.
this year. Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
ended up freezing for a few days, but it was not long.
Yeah, I think Don Cox, who's one of our friends out there, he said that this was like the first year since the 80s that he could remember that he didn't have like an actual ice season down there.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a long time that they've had it like this. Normally it's super cold there, but yeah, it just every time we try to plan a trip to go out there, something happens.
Yeah.
Every time.
So we weren't able to make that one work. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think Pink's pretty happy we went to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out good for me. So
Pretty quickly too.
Yeah. No, that was fun.
Pink Fred said he will be in the Midwest end of July, beginning of August. And then he's heading up to Ontario, so you guys can connect, do some tailgate grilling somewhere or something.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably meet him halfway to wherever he's going while I'm on my way up there.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
And then you can do a you can introduce him to the Traeger boat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that might be the way to go, honestly, on this deal. But
Yeah, that might be your plan, Fred. If you're a muskie fishing fiend, maybe you go muskie fishing with Pink, and you'll do some grilling on the boat or something.
get the Traeger boat dialed in. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That would actually be super sick.
We'll be in touch, Fred.
Lots of ice in the central UP of Michigan right now, but chance of 18 to 24 inches of snow by Monday. Yeah, they get a lot of snow up there.
Sounds normal.
That sounds about right. Yeah, like we said too, if people got questions and stuff, dial them in. We're here to answer questions at the end of the year, behind the scenes stories, all that. Tucker was expecting another episode of PTB tonight. PTB goes up on Wednesdays, man. Wednesdays.
It's
Today's
coming.
Tuesday. Yeah, it's coming tomorrow.
It's coming, dude.
We recorded it.
PTB Nation, though. Shout out. What's up?
Yeah, shout out. Cam wants to know if Waldo's going to make one or two possibly storm chasing videos this year. People want to see storm chasing vids.
Oh, maybe. We'll see. I'm in full blown dad mode right now, so I got to watch my P's and Q's with the storm chasing. So maybe.
I haven't
fully
watched
expect to
those. Are
see a
they like?
Snapchat of a storm within the next month?
Are they like long? Like, are these people just streaming like an hour of just like driving into a tornado and being like, "We're in trouble"?
It depends on the storm and the setup, but like right now, they've been following this storm for about 2 hours now. So sometimes, yeah, a long time. Sometimes it's just a lot of them driving around if they're live streaming. But it's just like anything with the episodes. They're just like highlight reels and stuff that they post.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of storms, our boy Sean, what up, Sean? He finally made an appearance again on Instagram today. I saw he finally posted all the big ones he's been catching all winter that he's been sending us. Came out of the dark because you can't get on any of the lakes anymore, so he's all good. He wants to know if crappie spook when a tornado hits a frozen lake. We could ask you that question, Sean. I'm not sure.
Better.
I heard they just start snapping, dude.
Yeah, I would think actually they're probably eating pretty good.
And they just sit still. They just park and let you sit right on top of them.
Yeah. It's not like they can hear anything with that going on in the background.
Okay. I don't think we will necessarily be at the Thorne Brothers spring sale, but I do know that it's going to be going on and everything right towards the beginning of April. I was just talking with Tucker about that the other day, actually. So if you guys are looking for something fun to go do and great sales, I think it's the second weekend of April. Pink, I know normally we're not like there chatting with people or doing anything, but you normally partake.
I'm usually there just spending all my money is really what the deal is. So
Yeah.
I'll probably be there, but like I don't think I'm doing anything other than spending coin.
Griff, do you got this on you? Maybe we'll show the people who are hanging out here real quick. We'll give a little sneak peek to people. You got one close to you?
No.
Waldo, you got one close to you?
No.
Nobody's got it.
Cannonball.
Gonna have to wait.
I guess you're gonna have to wait. Sorry, I tried. I don't have one close to me either. So
I don't even know.
I only have 2 of them anyway, so
yeah, I think I
got
don't have very
one.
many either.
I got one pike. I made the bad decision of putting one on the guide trip this last weekend.
Oh, that guy lost too. I thought it was half of my Pinhead arsenal.
Yeah, half the pinheads, but no, we got bombarded by little pike during our guide trip, so I lost one of the 2 prototypes.
I retied more on Sunday than I think I did the whole year this year.
Yes.
That was a lot of pike.
That was more than all my guide trips combined right there.
It was incredible.
That was a lot of
Luke,
pike.
Luke, what's up, man? I know he's always in the comments and doing our stuff. He's an awesome guy. Says we need to check out the Saginaw River and its tribs that feed into Saginaw Bay in Michigan. I don't know. I think we've done the UP before. We've looked at doing Michigan before. People got places they want to see us go. Let us know. We're always looking for new places to explore.
Yeah, if we do like Central Michigan, we could go and visit like Van Dam Sports and some cool places like that.
Yeah, it would be super cool. Big down in the Iowa Great Lakes region. That place is open water right now. I believe I got a text that Okoboji's wide open today too. So Spirit and Boji, I believe, are now ice free. I know Spirit is. Boji might not be completely, but I know Spirit is.
Mm-hmm.
Pink, how do you target drum?
Let's see if Onyx Fish actually has an update on that and look at their satellite.
3-ounce tungsten jig head with a 6-inch paddle tail on it, and you just start ripping that thing. No, I think you could probably catch them on just about anything when you find them, but we pretty much just use the same stuff we use for crappies. It's more about finding them. So at least the lake we've been catching them on, there in fairly deep water on the edge of a basin, like 20 feet, and
500 of them.
Yeah, I mean you just need to find them. They're super schooled up in the wintertime every time I've seen them, and once you get on top of them, it's pretty fun. But they mark very well on live.
They do.
So they're pretty easy to know exactly what they are when you find them. But yeah, pretty much just look around for a school of like 500 fish and start drilling.
And you'll get a lot of lookers too. They like to look and chase you.
But there's days when they're on and you catch just about every single one that looks at you. So yeah, sometimes they're finicky, but when it's going down, it's pretty fun.
All right, Bernie wants to know. We can go around the room with this one. Do you guys get burnt out filming this series? So I don't know, Pink, you want to go first?
I mean, I think not so much like the actual like fishing and doing everything. It's more like I get burnt out trying to get creative about figuring out how the hell I'm going to get off enough work to do it. That's probably the most frustrating thing on my end. But I mean, I think we all have a good time on the trips. Obviously there's little things here and there that are always come up that are probably more funny than anything, but like, I wouldn't say I necessarily get burnt out. But sometimes it can be a long season when you're trying to balance like actually going to work and then playing too. So
yeah. What about you, Waldo?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I get burnt out on filming the series. I get burnt out on ice fishing at a certain point, but I don't get burnt out on filming the series for sure. Cause we travel all over the place, and every place that we go is a new experience. And I think that's kind of what has really made it a lot of fun and kept it going for so many years, is we don't really get sick of doing that. So we're just kind of taking everyone along for the ride. So it's a lot of fun doing the film trips and, going to all the cool places.
And yeah. I got something to add too.
Yeah.
Is like, I think we're all like fairly competitive too. And I think that helps like as part of this. Cause it's not like necessarily like we're fishing a tournament against each other or anything, but it's like when you have, especially the way we're doing it now, like way less of this metro, like everyday grinder stuff. that's like when you go on a trip, you want to like maximize your time and be like, how fast can we break something down, get on a good bite, and then catch like big fish? And then it's like really exciting when it starts to work. So I don't know, you kind of get that same level of excitement as like fishing a big tournament is like, oh dude, like we're on them, like we're figuring this out.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty sweet, especially like you hit like 3 lakes in a day and finally one pans out like that.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah, I would say too, I think it's a good thing we can kind of talk about a little with this, because we didn't really in the series this year, but for people who are watching this, like Pink said, this year we kind of went to filming all around. Last year we traveled a bit. Kind of what the series is going to be, I think, from here for the foreseeable future anyways, is we're still going to dabble in the metro and do metro stuff. It's just, if you guys want to see this keep going, we cannot keep going to metro lakes just because we will burn out, because we've done that a couple winters. And when you kind of just keep driving the same roads, hitting a different line of 15 to 20 different lakes, like it just gets really repetitive. And that's, I think, when more of the like burnt out feeling starts to hit, because it, rather than just chasing something new, you're doing a lot of the same stuff over and over and over again. So I think that's kind of the biggest thing, is like with doing the traveling and everything, I would agree with the guys. I don't really get burnt out on filming it or doing the series or anything, but like Waldo said, like the get burnt out on ice fishing, or for me, kind of when it gets to like middle to end of February, I get burnt out on editing 5-6 GoPros, like going through that many different GoPros of footage. I get very burnt out on that. I get very excited for just one GoPro. But yeah, other than that, I don't really think it gets too burnt out anymore. Griff, what about you?
No, I mean, I don't get really burnt out. I more get like, it's kind of tiring after, putting on miles that we do, even though we have machines, we still walk a ton, and, like we're going to all these locations, but like you said, the staying around here and going to the same location time after time, that does get a little repetitive and, kind of boring, to be honest.
Yeah. So it's nice when we leave for a little while, because then we like get back and we're like, I kind of want to go fish a couple of our lakes. Then we catch them.
When you go somewhere else, here it's like been there, done that.
Youper wants to wondering whatever became of going after a bunch of master anglers of different species. I think that's a different YouTube channel. We've been pretty heavily crappies. I don't remember talking about that much. But yeah, we're still chasing biggest crappies we possibly can.
But that'd be sick.
Yeah, would be really cool. Good series idea. Should do that. Sean did say the pressure was definitely dropping that day with the tornado for sure. So they probably were biting pretty good. And he said people would still blame the live scope for spooking them though.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Daryl just thanking us for the shows. Appreciate you man. What are we looking forward to doing open water around the horn? Anyone got anything cool they're planning on doing this year? Griff, you got something? Then we'll spin it back around.
I think we're all excited about being able to catch and release largemouth or bass in general.
Yeah.
So as soon as the ice comes off, that's where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, Waldo.
Turkey hunting this spring, and then we've got Griff and I are both in the Memories Made tournament on Minnetonka. I think there's still spots open for it. But yeah, it's a really fun event. It's a awesome charity event. It's all around the veterans. So it's a really cool organization, and our friends Allie and Mike run it. So Griff and I have fished it quite a few years, and we're on different teams this year, but we're still fishing it this year. And then after that, smallie fishing on Mille Lacs.
Heck yeah. What about you, Pink?
I do a little bit of everything, so I think it's hard for me to get excited about like one thing. I think that's the part I love about open water, is just having so much variety. So I got a lot of stuff planned, from muskie fishing, probably pretty heavily doing a lot of that, but going up to Canada, plan on doing some Great Lake salmon, trout stuff. Probably some metro banging. I mean, I'm going to try to kind of be all over the place, but that's what I love doing. I've
Are you signing up for Attorney Tuesday again?
That's TBD right now. I mean,
It is.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we got a team, I'll probably do it. I know last year me and Sam signed up as a team, and I don't think we fished a single tournament together. So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, it's always fun, so I'm sure at some capacity I'll be fishing it, but I don't know if it'll be the full schedule or what's the deal. But it's a lot of fun. So yeah, there'll probably be some bass tournaments mixed in here and there. Maybe I'll jump into something. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely looking forward to just the multi-species grind all summer long.
Nice. I'm excited to be in the boat a lot more this summer compared to last year. I was pretty busy getting ready to get married and all that stuff last summer, so I did not spend as much time in my boat as usual. So excited to spend a lot of time in the boat. But one unique thing, I'm signing up for the Fort Francis. So I am very excited. I made up that decision like in the last few days. I'm very excited about it. So I'm going to be fishing Fort Francis, I believe, with my buddy Matt Voigt. Really excited, staying with our friend Mike Wilson up on Rainy. So yeah, that's going to be super cool. And I mean, for people who kind of watch the YouTube channel and a lot of the stuff I do, I am planning on filming this one similarly to what I did with the Jude, but it'll probably be a couple videos rather than one video because this is a 3-day event and I'm going to be up on Rainy for like a week. So yeah, I'm super excited for that. Middle of July, get to go up to Rainy Lake. Never been there. I'd imagine the sun sets at about midnight that far north. So pretty hyped on it. I think it'll be a really fun time in the summer. I'm really looking forward to that one. Eric wants to know if we've ever fished Iowa or ever plan on it. Eastern Iowa. I have fished Iowa a bunch for bass. Actually, I did ice fish it a fair amount back in the day when I lived in southern Minnesota too, but always up northern Iowa. I never did southern or eastern Iowa. I don't know if anyone else has spent much time down there.
Yeah, I've spent no time fishing in Iowa.
I have not spent any time in eastern Iowa, pretty much just the Great Lakes region, and that's about it. Ice fishing and bass fishing.
Same. Okoboji area.
Yeah.
Brian wants to know when we're going back to Vilas. We just went to Vilas, man. I don't know. It was fun though. That place is sick. I would like to go back earlier in the year.
I'll be there in May for sure. I go there every year, so it's like I'll be there.
Yeah, I would like to go back in a boat sometime soon. I would love to go back ice fishing too. Just I would like to go rather than February. I would really like to do earlier ice when there's not as much snow. Okay, Luke wants to know what you're making with those drum pink.
Well, I guess the closest thing I can tell you is it's going to be a fish sandwich related activity. But yeah, I'll leave it at that, I guess. It's awesome meat though. Super good.
Sounds really good.
If you have not kept a drum before, highly recommend it. It's super firm meat. I think people that catch them and don't like them are probably people that catch them in the summer and they let them rot in their live well all day, and then when they get home, they're already went bad and spoiled, and they're like, this meat sucks. But I've kept them open water all the time, put them on ice right away, never had a problem. It's awesome meat. So
it's really good.
Fred is already getting on the board of PTB telling Pink to quit his job. So I like Fred. I think this was we can have a great friendship.
I'll send you my Venmo, buddy.
Reesgraph has a good question. What did you guys see for lure trends in your travels this year? Seemed like a lot more bright, unnatural colors. Last year was the year of the black soldier fly. This year felt very different. I don't know, Waldo, Griff, you guys got anything on that?
Just tied something on until it worked.
Yeah, I feel like we just kind of went with baits instead of, you know what I mean? Like we just kind of went with feelings of where we were at. And I mean, this year it seemed like it worked everywhere we went and what we picked and what we put on.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't think it was more of you know, the bait. It was just kind of what we picked. Like we're like, let's try that, and it worked. You know,
I do think I probably fished 80% of the winter with an electric chicken flutter
Yeah,
fry and had zero regrets.
and it's hard to beat that. You know what I mean?
I will say too, I think if you guys think about the beginning of the year, we used a 16th or an 1/8 ounce pinhead a lot, other than when it was really cold in Alexandria. But I think part of the reason was it was so damn windy every day we filmed at the beginning of the year. It's really hard to fish a finesse bait and move quickly with fish that are moving fast.
Yeah.
When that's a situation. So I think we kind of just ran into that type of situation early.
Right.
But yeah, like in South Dakota, our first day, we caught a bunch of fish on plastics. Bunch of fish. So yeah, it just kind of depended. We ended up running into a lot of basin fish this year, just in the places we were, it seemed like.
And they were really aggressive, so you didn't have to get super finessey and try a lot of things.
Right.
Yeah. What's been our most memorable fish or moment fishing lately? We'll start with Griff because Pink's is going to be really obvious.
My favorite of the year was actually Pink getting his PB, to be honest. So that was cool to watch. And I got to quarterback and watch the fish swim in and eat his bait. So I'll say that.
Yeah. I would probably say, that was pretty cool. That was probably my favorite too. Vilas County was awesome. I don't know. I kind of got hosed on the first 2 trips. I would arrive with the bad weather.
Yeah.
So
Waldo did arrive with the bad weather.
Yeah, every time. But South Dakota was really cool. More so the place that we stayed at was awesome.
Yeah. Hidden Hill rocked.
Yeah, that place was
I plan on going back.
Yeah, easily. Like if I'm ever gonna do like a big guys trip where you get a bunch of dudes together, that's the place you're going. That's the place to be. That lodge is awesome.
Right.
Yeah, place is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. So
Yeah, go ahead.
The PB was sick, and I think what made it so cool is that it was very unexpected. Like none of us were like, "Oh, this is how this is gonna go." So that was super cool. But I will say he's asking like most memorable, whatever. Yeah, that was really cool and everything. But dude, just the whole thing. I mean, probably a lot of the stuff they didn't get to see, but everything that happened in South Dakota was so fun. Like we had such a cool spot. We were chilling in the hot tub at night. Like while it was just badass. Like the whole time.
Yeah, for Griff's birthday. Yep.
Dude,
That was
like
fun.
I loved every second of that, and obviously like catching those big crappies, like kind of in panic mode was pretty cool. But that was a sweet trip and like so different than what we normally do. And, I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Very chilled.
I'll be remembering that one for a while till I make it back there. So
yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, I would agree. I think, like Pink said, that's what I thought of immediately. I think the whole South Dakota trip, I think it was so cool because we were slightly concerned about it going there. And like it just being so like it's very rare you go on a fishing trip and it's so much better than you anticipate it being. Normally it's like you kind of have an idea or it might be a little tough or whatever, and you kind of make do and you enjoy it. This one we like went out there and we were like, whoa, this is incredible the whole time. It was just awesome.
except for that one lake that had no fish, that sucked.
Yes.
Yeah, we did have a little like first lake curse in South
2
Dakota.
days
We
ago.
covered a lot of water in South Dakota. I don't know if people saw how much water we covered in South Dakota, but it was a lot of water.
Good.
Mine will be, I mean, all the guys said Pink's big one. I love that too. Selfishly, I would say running into those fish, the second place in South Dakota, just because we're running around panicking, like head spinning. And I was like, I don't know, I'll just go the other way, I guess. And being able to be like, oh my God, I found them. And they were those blue crappies too. I did not know those were in there when I found them.
That day, me and Pink put on like 6 miles. Bart put on like a 1/4 mile and found them.
Yeah.
And we started in the same spot, which was the sad thing.
I was
We
very
were like,
thorough.
We'll just go this way and come back. And then here's Bart like 150 feet from where he was. And we're like, what?
But the
I found
worst
them right
part
here.
of that entire thing was that where both of us started was so close to where they actually were, and we
They were
all
so
went the other way.
close. We just went the wrong way.
Oh my god.
When in Wisconsin did we partake in an old fashioned? We did. After Pink, were you? No, I think Pink had left.
I had left, but I got one when we went to the supper club.
Yeah,
so
me,
the owner of
Griff,
that
and
treehouse
Waldo.
place.
Yeah, me, Griff, and Waldo hung out with Marcus, the owner of Eagle River Tree Houses. We had a couple old fashions with him. That was awesome.
What did you have? Brandy old fashioned sweet? What did you have?
Yeah, we have brandy old fashions.
Yeah, that's
mine.
Delicious.
Utilized Onyx, fish a bunch more this year. Fished a lake with no holes. Caught a 15-inch white crappie in the first hole we drilled. Never caught a fish the rest of the day. Still the highlight. That's the point.
Yep. Nice. That's awesome.
Happen.
If you're gonna catch one, that's the right one to catch.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
people.
the curse of the first cast, though. You know, can't catch one on the first cast.
Okay, Boots has a good question here. Our boy Boots. I think he's working on editing stuff still right now. Where's your guys' favorite city atmosphere that you've traveled to during the series? That's a good question. So different place we've been, just atmosphere.
When at Wyoming.
That was not Wyoming. That is Montana.
That's in Montana.
Winnet, Montana. Or Winnet. Oh my gosh. Winnet, Montana. That was a vibe.
I don't know. The lady at the bar
will not
that
agree
we
with
rolled
that
into
one.
5 minutes before it closed probably does not agree.
Yeah, I do not agree with that one. Yeah.
No, it definitely was not.
It was cool, but I did not agree with that one.
Yeah.
I think I would say honestly.
Are we saying like this season or series entirely?
It could be in general. I would say so. Here's a good example. Like the whole main trip was sick, but like Griffin Mai's like little mini vacation before you guys got there, when we were like eating at the local restaurant and like becoming Maine locals, like going to the grocery store and various different places. It was pretty cool. It was very interesting. Yeah. We were really out of place. Really out of place.
Mine's all, dude. As soon as we said a word, they were like,
"You ain't from around here."
Yeah, we're like, okay.
Mine's definitely going to Vilas and that. I just love that area so much. And
that's what I was going to say.
How do you turn down a fatty prime rib? You know, I mean that. Like the supper club, all like the place we went to eat and stuff. Oh, dude, come on.
Yeah,
Northwood.
The atmosphere of Vilas was really sick. I mean, that was
that
my
bar we went to
before
Pink got there and Waldo burned through $100 in pull tabs.
Right.
That place was sweet.
That was cool.
Well,
yeah,
hey,
Aaron,
I never even really talked to you guys. How was that place after I left? The Packer place that you guys went to.
Oh, that was really good.
It was good.
Hell
yeah.
Yeah.
Good food. Super cool. I mean, very cool atmosphere. Very unique.
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
Good food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think if there was anywhere else. Where'd we go? Always love going to Ottertail County. That's not really a vibe. Just the fishing's so good up there.
Yeah. Oh, another tip. Don't go to what is it? Circle K and
yeah, don't go to Circle K.
Eagle River.
Yeah. If you're in Wisconsin, go to
the trip, dude.
Yeah, go to the trip. Don't go there.
Yeah, I made that mistake.
You can ask Waldo why.
Yeah, I missed a day of filming. Let's just say.
Yeah, if people didn't pick it up in the filming, yeah, Waldo got like insane food poisoning, and it wasn't from the brats because he didn't even eat the brats. He was already.
I didn't get a chance to eat. I still haven't had one yet.
Yeah, well, don't worry. They're all over the internet going viral because someone decided to post it after we posted the fucking recipe. Pardon my French.
Like, dude, I had such a good idea.
You can,
someone's like, our stuff just, we post it, and then people are like, watch me go viral doing this. It's like, you just stole our idea. Like,
right.
Hey,
nobody's made a fish drop before
in Faribault. At the Faribault grocery store, you can buy walleye brats, like pre-packaged.
But what's in them?
And everything. I have no idea. They did not look nearly as good as yours. I will say that. But someone just sent me a photo. They might have sent the Chronicles page a photo or something. I can't remember who sent it.
That's the photo that's going viral everywhere. It's up at Schaefer's Foods or whatever. People are saying they can find them wherever. Yeah. It's not. Yeah. It's whatever it is. It came out after Pink made brats conveniently.
I also doubt it's the same thing. Like, they're not all created equal. That's all I'm saying.
No, they did not look as good.
Yooper did say he asked about the master angler thing. He did say that he think if anyone could do it, we could pull it off. I appreciate that. Maybe we'll add that to the agenda. I do
I'm
like
just
the
not
idea.
allowed to walleye fish because I lose every big one I hook.
Yeah.
He did in Montana. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Biggest crappie we've gotten on film. Brian's asking the one in Vilas. Nope.
No.
That would be the
Third,
weight
fourth?
wise. It's weight wise, it's probably the like
Fifth.
eighth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wait. It wasn't that
Yeah,
heavy.
not weight wise.
238. Like
Lengthwise, I think it's a fourth.
Fourth.
Yeah.
Because we got two. We got a 7. Griff got a 17 and a half. 2 17 and a halves. Then that one in the backwaters. I don't remember how long
was
that
like
one was.
17 3/4.
No.
No. 16
or 16 3/4. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
and then we got the one Waldo caught in season 1. I still don't know how big that one is. It's somewhere in the 16 category.
16,
The one we put on tape, pinks. That would be
Yeah.
fourth.
Yeah.
And then a handful of 16 and a quarters.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, our boy Tim. All of you caught some great fish this season. That said, Griff, what was it like catching that 36-inch walleye that everyone thought was a true 30? the one that you and I caught when we looked at each other and we went, God dang it, everybody took everything.
Right. No,
that fish
was
was so big. Camera did not do it justice.
Oh no, that thing was massive, and just the way it came in, because it had all those carp and rough fish just coming by, and all of a sudden everything just cleared out for a second. This mark just flies up there and just, and I was like, okay, I got a sheep header. I figured I had something weird, and then I came up the hole and like literally it was scraping the hole coming out. So yeah, it was pretty sweet, but yeah, didn't expect that.
Bernie said we should go, or Rainey's one of the best places to be. He has a ton of family up there. I'll be going up there. We have talked about going to Rainey and stuff before, that area for the Chronicles and like Lake of the Woods. Just one of the problems is like we kind of caught some deeper fish out in Vilas, but a lot of those fish on Lake of the Woods and Rainey are like crazy deep. So it's like you kind of catch 10 and you film them and you're like, well, now we're done.
We'll be making a lot of brats, boys.
Yeah, we'd be making a lot of brats. Pink, how big of a drum is too big to keep, would you say?
Doesn't exist.
As long as you can get her through the hole, I think it's worthwhile. I don't know. I mean, I've kept some deep, like probably up to like 10 pounds, but to be fully honest with you, I haven't caught a lot of bigger ones around here. Like I've caught some huge ones down south, but I was not in like a position where I was going to keep a bunch of fish. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's like a top end where it's like not worth keeping them, but all the ones I've kept were like 10 pounds. Like 6 to 10 pounds is probably like a pretty solid one. But
yeah.
Favorite behind the scenes story that people didn't see on film? I think we all need to think on this one probably for a second.
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
A very minor part of the Waldo food poisoning story that Pink will back me up on is that the reason Pink got food poisoning is because we all agreed that Waldo got food poisoning. Is that morning we were like, hey, are we going to a gas station? And we were like, yeah. And I was like, okay, we'll go to Quick Trip. And I hopped in my truck and drove. And me and Pink got there, looked at each other, and we're like, where'd they go? And then we just went in and did our thing. And we're like, well, I guess they'll miss Quick Trip. We'll just see them at the lake. And Griff told me afterwards, he looks at me and I was like, where'd you guys go? And he goes, Waldo literally looked at me and said he's not going to stop at a gas station. And I was like, what?
Panicked and pulled into Circle K.
He panicked and pulled into Circle K.
Well, and then
I think that's a very minor part of that story.
Dude, I was
hilarious.
the only one to get anything at the first Circle K. He didn't even get out of the truck. I grabbed my stuff, and then we left, and then we drove by you at Quick Trip, and then he seen Circle K again and went, Yee.
So this was the second Circle K. It wasn't even the first
after
Circle
passing
K.
Quick Trip.
Correct.
Unreal.
And then another behind the scenes.
I don't feel bad for you anymore.
He literally asked everybody there if we wanted some meat and cheese, and everybody said no for some reason. Like he had a crap load of it, and he's like, "Anybody want?" And we're all like, "Nah, man." And then yeah,
and did me dirty.
God, I feel like there's always some good stuff that doesn't make it. I will say that I got a good one.
Yeah, go for it.
And it wasn't from this season. But dude, what? So we were in Montana when we went to Fort Peck. We kept quite a few lake trout, but it was so cold that they all got frozen. So we were thawing them out in the bathtub in the Airbnb, and we kept like a lot of lake trout. And like thawing out a bunch of obviously like slimy lake trout in a bathtub in the shower. This is like not like an ideal scenario. But the funny thing is that wasn't even the first time that we did that at that place.
Yeah.
Like it was like, oh yeah, we'll just put them in the tub. Like, yeah, we did that last time.
Right.
Yeah,
It was
our
like
group
second
of
nature.
buddies have done it at that place like every year for like 4 years, 5 years.
I got some pretty good Snapchats saved from that.
Yeah.
I think too, it is on camera, but just the sheer texture of those gold eyes when you fillet them.
God.
That is an incredible moment as well.
Yeah.
I have never seen anything that that apple saucy.
But it
You
makes
could've
you realize,
literally,
like, I get why fish eat them. Like, they must be so easy to eat.
You could have rolled them up like toothpaste, and they would have came out the one end of it, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
I even was
Yeah.
like, I could have just probably cut the tail off and just like squirted it out
Oh, it was
instead of
crap.
even messing around with the fillet. Yeah.
I think another one. So from this year, it didn't really get portrayed that well on the film, but we did not fish one day in Alexandria because it was -20. So we just literally sat at the house all day, and Pink just cooked food, and we filmed 2 frozen kitchens and basically did nothing.
Yeah.
And that was kind of fun.
It was fun. That was actually a good day.
We ate a lot of snacks though. Holy cow.
Yes, we did.
We had a lot of snacks. And
Multiple
Waldo got
bags
there,
of
and
chips.
it was the first trip of the year, so Waldo hadn't ice fished yet. He was just jonesing to get out. And me, Griff, and Pink are just looking at each other after people saw the war stories we had from the day before of fishing in that wind. And we're looking at each other like, I've been through hell and back, dude. I ain't going out there today.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
Waldo
it.
got there. He wanted to fish, and I was like, "Can you just build this live instead?"
Right?
You did a good job though. Works great.
It was.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. And South Dakota, I don't think there was anything too crazy really behind the scenes. We just had so much fun in South Dakota.
Yeah, South Dakota was a blast.
There's nothing too
Yeah, I mean,
crazy about
we got
that
pretty
one.
ripped in the hot tub though. I would say it was probably the
Oh,
Yeah.
the blizzard.
Well, and
tub.
going to we did buy some minnows to put out tip ups. We had full intention of putting out tip ups, and I got a bag of minnows, and they didn't have a bag for the minnows, so I did use basically an ice bag. So then we tied them up and we put them on the counter in the garage, and then we forgot about them, and the next morning they were just all dead. So,
Yeah.
we had intentions of putting out a tip up, but we just ate prime rib and sat in the hot tub and.
yeah.
fell
You get
asleep.
blinded by red meat pretty quick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go through. Okay, back to a little bit of fishing. Did it seem like fish scattered more often than not this year when drilling? Happened all year for me, even with snow cover and all that. Well, I don't know. I guess I didn't really.
Some lakes,
notice
yeah.
it
Some
that
lakes
much.
it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of all over the place.
It felt pretty like, yeah, sometimes you had to chase them around a little bit, but it was like,
Yeah, it
pretty-
seemed like certain areas for sure.
Yeah, it was like you would chase them and then they'd finally stop, and then you'd chase them again, and then they'd stop. I don't
will
know.
say,
It
like,
was mixture.
the last several weeks though, they got real weird. Like
Yeah.
in comparison to like how it had been. Like that, this is like, yeah. I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah.
Pete said he's a big fan of us from South Central Ontario. Pete, can you tell me where's South Central Ontario? Because people say like Northern Ontario, but it's like Western Ontario. I get confused about all the references on Ontario. So if I can know where that is, I would. Is that like
'Cause
Toronto?
to us, everything is north. So it's like Northwest Ontario is like the most south thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Even
it's
though
like
it's like
that's
not like I get like it goes more south, but like
exactly. Yeah, so we're
we're
South
not,
Central.
we're hey.
Simcoe?
Hey,
Would that be Simcoe area? Appreciate the efforts
We're not
poured
from
in
there.
all the years. Are we just as committed to that 18er now? I would say. I mean, I would say we're committed to getting one on film. I think now it more of goes through waves of get away from home for a little bit, and then when we get competitive and aggressive, we go back after it. It's definitely still there, and we still definitely go after it. But yeah, I think it's just a little bit different now, right? I mean, we got those 2 17.5s, and it's kind of like, come on.
Well, I think we
Right.
just realized like it's so hard to spend that much time around home just because it's like there's so many people here that love ice fishing, which is great, but it's also like sometimes you're competing against them for a 1 day window on, you know, a body of water somewhere, and it's just like it's hard.
The other thing is too, like if we go film and put out a video, like, you know, we don't hide where we are, like other people where they sit in a house or whatever it might be. We're just out there doing it. So you know, other people fish bodies of water, they're public and everything. So when we put out a video, you know, there's ultimately pressure that comes with it. So it makes it tremendously harder. So if we were able to, and like, obviously we have to keep putting out videos to keep the sponsors and stuff happy. So if we were able to like just keep going and chasing one without putting out a video and our sponsors were happy and okay with that, I think we'd probably be able to go do it. It gets frustrating eventually. So like I said, you kind of go through lapses of it. So
Well, and you got to think like the bulk of, you know, like our audience lives like right here too. So it's like,
yeah,
people find everything, and it's like not that we don't love that stuff. Like it's cool to see that, but it's also like it's hard to go back to anywhere, like and have it to yourself again. So,
what up, Brewer?
So
Brewers, man.
Michael asked if we get to the 3 lakes chain or Vilas or primarily stick to Eagle River. We just fished all over Vilas County.
Yeah.
So we were not
Yeah, the
one
whole
body of
count.
water the whole time. We fished all over.
Yeah.
I love the 3 Lakes chain. Killer spot. I fished there a lot.
it was
Scott
fun.
wants to know if you'll bring your own capers. We would appreciate it. Actually, we know where to find them now.
You asked me to send you a list.
Pickles.
Yeah.
I don't know what I could have done better there.
Have I ever
was
fished
awesome.
near Door County? I have open water, not ice fishing. They caught a lot of big perch out there this year. Holy crap, though.
I've ice fished there before, but it was only for whitefish. And when I went, it did not go well. I think we only caught a few. But it's fun. It's fun I love fishing up there open water for sure.
Okay, cool. We got an answer here. Pete said, so South Central Ontario is half hour east of Toronto. That helps.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
I did not know that's where South Central Ontario is. Love
That seems wrong to me, but
it.
I know it's right, but I just in my brain.
Yeah, it's so weird to me. Yeah, people got more questions. Throw them in. Keep everything coming. Sarah wants to know, Pink, is there a sequel cookbooks or and then what are all our personal favorites for dishes?
Okay. Yeah, yes. There'll be another book at some point here. I'm not gonna speculate on when that will be, but yes.
So he's working on another cookbook. That's cool. Personal favorite dishes, Griff. You got anything?
Euros for sure.
Yeah, that one slaps. Very good.
Mine was recently tied. Those wraps that we had on Sunday, dude. Those wraps are amazing. And then before that, it was the chilaquiles.
Yeah. Yeah, and the wraps that we had this weekend were the same ones that we did in South Dakota.
Yeah.
I know they were the same, but I don't know.
Well, I'm just
why.
saying,
It's
like,
just-
if someone's like, what are you talking about?
They tasted totally different from South Dakota to here.
He had way more there was way more peppers in them in South Dakota.
I'm just saying they did.
They
They were
did
very
taste
good.
different, but
I
there
would say they
definitely
were
was
very
more
good.
peppers.
They were so great. But
They also were largemouth bass, so I don't know what to tell you.
They were very
It was
good.
also fair.
but,
That is also very fair. Yeah, the meat
Maybe-
was
maybe we
different,
should
and there was a
keep
lot
more
more
small
bacon.
bass.
So you make
there
a
was a lot
valid
of
point.
bacon. Yes.
There was, yeah. Mhm.
Maybe that's what it was. I love bacon.
So I'll do a throwback for people here because these are in the cookbook and they're in way earlier seasons of the Chronicles for all you guys that are newer. The fish pizza is low key one of the best ones. It's super easy too, like ridiculously easy. That one's really, really good. And then I will also say I haven't had them in forever, but those corn dogs are incredible.
Yeah, I think I'd like to run that one back. I think like was people ask enough questions about that one that it's like we should just do it again.
Well, and it
some
was
point.
in like was that like season 1 or season 2?
And I didn't get any, so
Yeah,
you
season
can run
2.
it back anytime now.
I think the only people that had those were me, you, and then my roommate Jake at the time. Like I don't even think anybody else has ever had one.
Yeah, I think so.
And they're awesome. They're super good.
Yeah, super good.
A non-pink recipe though that I like, dude. Pangrex casserole.
God,
yeah.
I forget.
The crappie casserole. That was
Crappie
good.
casserole, man. We got to make a mention of that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That was good.
That was good too, dude.
Yeah.
Wasn't that just fish and just a shitload of ranch?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I think I have a
All
hard
ranch,
time
like,
picking a
All
favorite though.
ranch.
Yeah, it was
Like,
all
what?
ranch, and then Pink was like, "Watch this," and he made a buffalo
Well-
ranch casserole.
Yeah, which that turned out amazing. But
It was
yeah,
very
I
good,
mean,
yeah.
yeah. But I don't know. I have a hard time because some of them I'm like pretty proud of. Like the brats, definitely
Yeah.
like at top of my
Oh,
list. The Juicy Lucy also probably near the top of my list.
Yeah,
Lucy was
Juicy
very good.
Lucy. I will say too. So for people, the brats, because that's like I said, it's like viral on the internet right now of like those walleye brats, and Pink made the crappie brats when we were in Wisconsin. Like I cannot emphasize enough how much those just tasted like a regular brat, and they were all fish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and I
they-
think that's the thing. Like people are like, yeah, well, if you just mix it all with pork, it's like it is 100% fish meat only. Like there's no
Yeah,
other protein in it at all. I mean, like there's some mayo and some oil and stuff in like certain quantities, but like I literally showed in the video like the amounts and everything and what we use. So
Yeah, we'll get that posted up on the Crappie Chronicles YouTube page probably in the fall or heading into next year for people to see. Cohen wants to know everybody's PB bass.
oh, okay. Nice.
Mine is a largemouth that is I think it's 656. It's actually caught in the first video of the 1 series on Sobe's channel. If you want to watch that little throwback down memory lane, that one was caught on camera.
Yeah, mine, my biggest one up here, I mean, I like to like separate them, you know, like I have one that was like right at 6 basically out of Minnesota, but I have one that was just over 8 pounds in Florida, but I don't really count it because it was in a pond behind an apartment building that was just juiced, and it ate a top water. Like it was so sick, but it was like so just fishing in Jurassic Park that I don't know that it was real. So,
No.
but it was sweet.
Oh man, for me, I've got 1 7-pound bass out of the lake that Bart fished and caught a giant on with Sobe in a tournament.
Oh,
I think you know the lake. Yeah. So I got a big largie out of there. I've gotten a handful of 6s with Griff. And then my biggest smallmouth on Mille Lacs is 695, and I've got a lot of 6s on Mille Lacs for smallies. I spent a lot of time up there. Griff?
Griff, what about you?
I don't know. I've caught some big ones that I never weighed. You know, back in the day when you didn't really have a scale or anything like that. And I don't know. I don't even remember. Like the biggest one that I've caught, we weighed it. My dad caught it. It was 8.4, and that was on a lake in the cities here. And I caught the fish. I never weighed it again, but it was the same fish. Had big black spot on it, and so I would say that one 8.4 for largemouth. I don't know. I've caught some other ones with Waldo and stuff. We got some pretty special lakes over, in the metro. So, if you really get out there and do a lot of seeking, you'll find out that there's fish that no one else found on lakes. So
a lot of big largemouth.
And they're built like there's so I think like a 6+ in Minnesota, especially down here, compared to like one similar size Florida strain, type of thing. Like the ones they're such a better looking fish, these just big brick northern fish compared to because that one I caught had to have been like 25 inch, like it was so long, probably 25 inch fish, you know what I mean? And they're just long and lean and tall. But
can you imagine catching like a 23-inch 10-pounder here? Because there is one out.
Oh yeah, it would be insane. That's what I mean. Like they could just obviously double digits down there, but they don't look anything like the ones up here.
Right.
Chuck wants to know if we're going to do anything at Giesenbroy this spring. He had fun with us last spring. I don't know yet, because we moved the fundraiser to the St. Paul Ice Show, but still it was kind of weird this year not having like an end of year bash with everybody. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do something in the spring. I don't know. We haven't really talked about it yet. So we
just need a quick timeout. Little.
We have not talked about it at all. It might, I don't know. Figure it out, maybe. But we
could just go there and drink a bunch of beers.
Yeah, you could just go there. Yeah.
I'm saying we could just go there.
We could just go there and drink a bunch of beers. Okay. Austin, Crappie Chronicles takes a vacation next winter to Cascade, Idaho for jumbo perch. That's a dream of his. I might just drive to Sturgeon Bay, man. They're catching like way bigger ones and way more of them out there this year.
And way closer.
It's way closer.
Yeah, but it's beautiful out that
beautiful. Way. Like, don't get me wrong, Cascade is gorgeous, but if you want the best perch fishing right now, you go out to that Green Bay area.
Yeah. I'll eventually make it out there.
Yeah. I mean, Cascade is incredible. The perch are super yellow. You're in the mountains. It's an amazing experience. There's hot springs everywhere. It's really cool. But if you want the biggest perch, get over to Wisconsin right now.
Nice.
He also said he made the crappie corn dogs for a group of people this winter. A little bit of work, but a huge hit.
Nice. Yeah, I think the people mess up on that is they don't get that batter, the right consistency. Because dude, remember when we first posted that? Like the
pictures we got from people.
Because I don't think I specified the amount of liquid to put in that when we first made them in the video, and we got some incredible messages of people that failed miserably at it. It was
they were pretty funny.
Did the crappie Buffalo Ranch casserole for Thanksgiving a couple years ago.
That's awesome. Dude, I love when people do it for holidays or stuff like that, and they people tag me and stuff all the time, and it fires me up. I love that stuff. If you make anything that I put out there, send it to me, send me a mess, something. I love that stuff. It keeps me charged up to come up with new ideas. So
if you could only pick one, flasher forward facing.
Oof.
Oh, I can only forward facing for sure.
Yeah.
I can only have one. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. If I could only have one, I'd take forward facing.
Yeah, you can still fish with it.
Yeah. It's just you can cover so much water.
Actually pretty dope too.
Mm-hmm. You just cover so much water, man. But I still like actively fishing with a flasher with what we do.
It's
download speed.
I agree.
We messed with it more. We've messed with it more lately. It's cool. It's just not efficient.
No.
If you're gonna hang in the house though, it is awesome to fish with download.
Mm-hmm. Fishing in the house, I pretty much only use download now.
Ike said he's seen the replicas I got made from previous years. Have any of you boys gotten any replicas over the years?
No.
I have never even. I have 0 fish mounted. So
a lot of bone behind you though.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they come with that. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Someday I will. I've caught some notable fish, but I don't know. I haven't yet.
No, the only fish I've got mounted here is I've got my late grandpa's muskie that he got mounted like 40 years ago, and it's cigarette stained and yellowed, but I've got that one. I don't have any of my own.
Yeah.
Okay, we recommended recipes. Yeah, new regulations are you can fish bass earlier. Yeah, they are.
Yep.
It's open right now. You can fish them right now if you want to. Catch and release.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe
Now
it started March 1st, I believe.
and then the other interesting rule change, Wisconsin is opening their muskie season on the general fishing opener, Northwoods.
Right.
If you haven't heard about that, holy cow. Pre-spawn.
Oh, I thought I was going to sneeze. Okay. Justin wanted to know when we went to South Dakota where the vehicle is mandatory getting around. So our machines, when we went, we could have drove a truck anywhere.
Or we could have walked, really. The conditions were great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we walk a lot anyway, too. So we drive and then we walk a crap ton.
Yeah,
And
there
then
was
we
just
realize
Here's
our
the thing,
machine is
though.
400 yards away.
The lakes there are really big on like
Yes.
the average body of water size, large. So you wouldn't necessarily need them. You just pick other places to fish, though. Like,
And there's so much water to cover on them. Even the ones that aren't large, it's like they're either A, not mapped well, or B, stuff everywhere. So finding where the fish are is tough just in general out there. But once you find them, oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yeah. But I guess I wouldn't have wanted to have been out there without access to them.
No,
Yeah.
no.
And like, dude, like seeing those guys with the snow bears out there makes you be like, I'd like to know someone with
Partake.
one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
I would definitely agree. Yeah, you got to be ready to cover water out there.
We need Polaris to build a side-by-side on tracks with holes in the floor just for that.
I mean, I'll get out even. Like I don't need the hole in the floor. Like I'm not greedy.
Yeah. Well, still.
Shane loves the videos of hard work we do. Who wants to know if Griff was a fella snoring in the one video? That would be correct.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. If you see someone snoring, it's probably him.
He cranks her up sometimes though. Like
He does. He does.
Yeah.
Dude,
do
I
what
gotta.
can do.
So when we went to Maine though, dude, there is one real good video of you on that little wooden bench,
Oh, I love
And you-
that.
and your head's like hanging over into the staircase, and you were sleeping, and we were working like a rip and wrap right above your face, and you just kept leaning back on it. Oh, dude.
It looked like you were going to bite it.
Oh God, it's a good video.
You're teeter-tottering a little bit.
Oh, I know. I was there, you know.
Yeah, but you were sleeping.
Yeah, I know. But it's also in our blooper videos, so
Oh, yeah,
that
it
was
is.
funny.
Yeah.
It is. Yes, it is.
Oh,
But yeah. Oh, I mean, so if anybody else has any other questions, toss them in. Otherwise, I think we can kind of go around the room here. But we kind of talked about our highlights from the year, stuff we've kind of learned. I mean, throughout the year, I think going from Alexandria to Minnetonka, that was a lot of fun. Then out to South Dakota and then out in Wisconsin, got to do a lot of new fun things. It was really refreshing getting back to snow and like
Trees.
Northwoods. I didn't realize the reprieve we had taken with going west. All of a sudden, we just went west forever. All of a sudden,
right, just fields of nothing.
Yeah, that caught up to us fast. We also haven't all been on here and talked about Montana that much, so we'll do that real quick. And then, I mean, if anyone else has anything, we'll touch on it. But otherwise, we'll see everybody next year. Montana-wise, we put that out at the beginning of this ice season. It happened last year at this time. Well, a little bit earlier than this, actually. But Montana was super fun. We never really got to all talk about it. Me, Griff, and Waldo were on the road for I think it was 10 or 11 days. We stayed in 4 different Airbnbs or places we were staying.
Wow.
and we drove like almost 3,000 miles. That was some of the most incredible memories I think I've ever had on the ice. All different species too, but yeah, the rainbow trout, the walleyes, you name it, it was crazy.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I'm bummed I missed that beginning part, but like I have such an infatuation with Fort Peck that I was like,
Yeah, you didn't miss much on the first leg, so like,
yeah, I just that place is so cool to me, and like I will always continue to get back there as often as possible. I just love that fishing lake trout there is just epic, dude.
right?
Yeah, they didn't even get ice this year.
I was glad you got to experience at least one day of the trout. You did, right? Walleye?
No,
You didn't get there at all?
No, the first fishing we did was when we went in the
yes, okay, yep.
the way back deal.
Yep, okay. I thought you were there the day before. That's right.
No, you guys stomped them, and then that snowstorm came the next day. And
That's
that was when
right.
they came.
Okay, yep. They all jumbled together. It's hard to remember.
But I ate a lot of them.
Yeah, yes, you did.
How about that drive we were on?
The drive to going to launch when we went on the adventure was crazy. That place was in the middle of absolute nowhere. Super cool experience. I would like to go back and actually
running past us.
Yeah, I would like to go actually catch them there. That would be cool.
Right.
But God, that was a sweet experience.
Driving between those cliffs where you look down and it's like, oh Jesus. Like, just drive straight, please.
I was just really happy I got new tires before that trip.
Yeah.
Really happy I made that decision. That was a good decision. I don't make a lot of them. That was one of them. But yeah, I would like to go out there and actually catch them. That was such a cool trip. Just such a unique experience with a lot of those travels. Even getting out there just when we did and ripping around in the mountains on the tongue. Even though we didn't really catch anything, just like that first day we were all driving around fishing and we were just looking around in circles and there's just mountains everywhere. It was crazy. But yeah, Peck was super cool. The lake trout was really fun. I don't know if I'll ever go on an 11-day fishing bender like that again. Open water for sure. I'll do that. No problem. But ice fishing wise, holy cow, that's a lot of work.
So many moving parts.
Well, yeah. Moving every 2 days or 3 days.
Yeah, I should say too. Maybe I'll do it again, but like staying at one place rather than moving 4. That was, I don't know how we ever thought that was a good idea.
It was not.
It was your plan.
Hey, it turned out really good video wise. It just sucked. Michael wants to know if we do any ice camping. I don't think any of us really do we? It's not really our jam.
Not like nothing consistently. No,
not really our jam. I go fishing and then I go stay somewhere.
And we don't fish much after dark, so
yeah.
I do a lot more of that in the summer. Like I'll go and just truck camp it or whatever with the boat and stuff. But it's just easier when it's nice out, man. Like I tell you, like I know people do it, but like damn.
Brian wants to know if all the trophies behind you are yours, Pink.
It's a mixture. Me and my old man do a lot of hunting, so there's a pretty big bone pile back there. All kinds of stuff. But yeah, I mean, a lot of them are. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's a lot less ice fishing. That's extra.
But yeah, I mean, unless anyone's got anything else, I think that's kind of a wrap up for the year. We had a great time. Planning on being back again next year, and yeah, just another great ice season. I think, like I said at the beginning, people are going to be getting out for a while. If people ever have questions on any of the equipment we use, any of the stuff, just slide into our DMs and message us. We chat with people all the time. But yeah, other than that, I don't know, boys, you got anything else you want to say?
I don't think so. I mean, I would just say if you are considering asking the question about what type of reel we use, or if we can explain what an inside turn is, I would just invite you to go back and rewatch a couple of videos.
I suppose we could ask. I'll answer our most frequently asked question on Facebook this year. Why don't we scoop our holes? I fish in it for like 2 or 3 minutes and then I move, man. Fish are moving fast. I don't got time for that. And now Clam made a new spoon that'll be coming out next year that I can chuck through 8 feet of slush, so it won't matter anyway.
Plus, it's way more exciting when you can't see how big they are when they're
Oh yeah.
That's the whole reason Pink's PB was so
reactive
great. He
violence
was digging
was
through 8 feet of
100%.
slush trying to find it.
Till its lips came out, and I was like, "What is that?"
Right, and then you grabbed it behind the head, and you went. Like, I got to watch the whole thing, dude, and you were like, "Oh, it feels big," and then you grabbed it, and you were like, "Oh yeah," and then you went, "Oh my God, you get the board," you know, like it was like your facial expressions just kept getting bigger and bigger, which was hilarious.
Oh man.
But yeah, so no, we did answer. So that's why we don't scoop our holes, other than the last video this year when I handed Pink a scoop, and we did that for a little bit for people. Actually, here, what comes first? Pink finishes the second edition into the Frozen Kitchen, or Sobe completes his Snoopy Pole tournament?
I think we all know the answer to that.
Yeah, we all know the answer. Pink.
And it isn't close.
No.
It's the Snoopy Pole.
Pink will be like probably on his 4th by the time that even is a thought in his
I
head.
could write a cookbook exclusively about fishing and catch all the fish with a Snoopy pole before he does this.
Yeah.
That is true. But yeah. All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us this year. Thank you for the support all through the years. We appreciate all of you. We will see you guys next ice season. And yeah, we'll probably actually see you a little bit sooner, but you guys will have to wait and see that. So we got some fun stuff coming. I got a lot of stuff coming to my channel, and yeah, it'll be sweet. So thank you, everybody. We appreciate all you.
Bye.